and welcome to another edition of Turbo Drive Live Let's Plays here on Twitch TV and Sonicrex.com. I hope you're doing alright, guys. I am back here with hopefully the final parts for our Another Code 2 Memories on the DS playthrough here, and special kind of like attention for this part here live. We just started up chapter 6. We just saved in the another control center as such, and I did this off screen, but I went and done a second playthrough, and this is the continuing playthrough from after you finished the game first time, and I've also gotten to this point as well. However, in the second playthrough, I've took the liberty of doing a couple of things correctly. I followed the guides. I did the correct kind of like interactions. Like there was a couple of things that I missed, including a conversation with Dee earlier in the game where I looked at the two bird paintings, and Dee would question. He would raise a question with Ashley. And I totally forgot to do that, so I got that one. There was also another part where, of course, the conversation that was meant after I found Dee's shoe first time around. Obviously, I got that by getting that missed conversation earlier in the game. Because usually, once you've missed these conversations, that's it. They're gone. They're gone. And then also there was a couple other things, including missing the. Obviously, you saw me missing the sheet and whatnot. The another report in the fireplace, and also the real will in a drawer that was next to the bed, which was beside the secret hidden entrance thing where Richard was. So that's why I missed those two questions in the recap. And also, I also forgot to do this as well. Once you actually wake up Richard, you can give him the sweeties, and in return he'll give you some chocolate. So I completely forgot to do that, obviously. But nevertheless, in the second playthrough, which I will be doing directly after I finish this first playthrough, we will be hearing some extra dialogue and also a extra ending to the game. So once we play through the original ending, we will fast forward through the game on the second file, where we'll get to the parts where it hasn't been talked about, like, you know, the extra dialogue that isn't talked about in the first playthrough, and then bada bing bada boom, we'll be fine. So anyway, enough of me talking. I hope you're in the chat room. I know Twitch is a douche. You know, sometimes it just doesn't want to load, but we have a Strata, which is very good. He's always the eagle ears of hearing out any audio problems and whatnot. So thank you, Theo. But yeah, let's get us into here. We've got my trusted stylus just in case. So let us go out of here and let's go back and let's start our descent. And not a minute too soon. We got a conversation. Hey, wait a minute. What's the matter? I forgot it's Doc Brown. I left my DAS back there. Just leave it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. I'll destroy the DeLorean once everything is done. But anyone could just pick it up and activate another. No, the DAS has been programmed for your use only. Of course. Hey, Dad. That Bill guy, was he a friend of yours? Yes, he was. Bill, Sayoko, and I worked together at the same research lab. Bill and I were good friends. We trusted each other. We were so close that we could talk about anything. However, I might have been the only one who felt that way. Bah. Ellipses. Alright, let's carry on. Hope it's not too jaggy, like. Ah! I sparked up another conversation! Dad, I'm worried about Jessica. How was she when you left her? She said she felt dizzy. I hope she's alright. I don't want Jessica to see Bill. I'll get her once I've talked to him. Why? How does Bill know Jessica? Those two, they have a history. A very long history, obviously. You know, judging by Richard's, wording. What kind of history? Well, let's just say they were friends. Maybe more than friends. Maybe they were lovers. Maybe they were haters. I don't know. I'm crazy. Very, very close friends. Yes, I did want to say that. It's like, huh? It's children being children, of course. Oh, of course, you can look at this part if you wanted to, but I don't think... there's a heavy wooden box. There's a heavy metal door. wait, sorry? There's a heavy metal door. Awesome! Heavy metal door! Plays all the greatest tunes in the world, man! There's some sand and dust. Yeah, there's nothing really interesting, there. Dad, have you ever seen a ghost? No, never. I don't believe in them. It's like Dee's like, haha, you can't see me. Look at me, I'm giving the bird. And you? Have you seen one? Well, you could say that. Really? How wonderful. How fascinating. This is a scientific breakthrough. There's Dee's like, ha ha ha! Yeah! Alright, let's get moving here. Welcome to Cave! This is not a cave story. Wow, this cave is huge! That's what she said! Damn it. Sorry, natural reaction. There are several mines here. They were dug everywhere. In fact, they hired a guy called Doug. Yes, some people just called him Doug. Some people called him Dig Dug. Dig Dug. Ha. They told him to dig. A lot. This cave is one of those mines. There used to be a path from the courtyard to the cave. A path from the courtyard? Hey, Dad, you know where the lab is now? Did that used to be the courtyard? Yes, it certainly did. We renovated it for space. We needed the space. Sorry. There was a couple of good forest animals living in there. It was like, there was a fox and a badger and a crazy bird that always thought about trying to get back into the lab and claim it as his own home. Don't know why. Crazy bird. You know, Ashley, I was thinking. Yeah? About what? I know my female voice is totally crap just now. Your voice. Speaking of which, your voice sounds very awkward. You sound like a grown man trying to pull off a girly voice, and you suck at it. Why is that? What about it? It sounds a lot like your mother's. Kind of questions the fact that your mother did sound quite manly as well. Oh God. Oh Jesus. No. No, get the memory out. Get the memory out. Really? Thanks, Dad. It makes me happy to think that. It says ellipses. Hey Dad, when I was little, what was I like?
Well, to be honest, you were a crybaby. Well, you were a baby at the time. I mean, you know, especially when you were 3, and 2, and 1. Yes, you did a lot of crying back then. I mean, babies do that. And if there isn't a baby who doesn't do that, then something's definitely wrong there.
Crybaby? I don't believe that.
You followed your mum wherever she went, like a little shadow. As soon as you lost sight of her, you would start crying. Oh yeah! Ha 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 ha! I thought of a funny!
What is it?
I just remembered something funny that happened.
Well, don't keep it to yourself. What was it?
If I recall correctly, you were about 2 years old. Your mother was out and you and I were alone at home. Watching some Teletubbies. Oh.
I don't think they existed back in 91. Anyway, or 92. Or 3. I can't remember.
As soon as she left, you turned into the world's saddest baby. I tried everything, but you wouldn't stop crying. When I discovered that if I knew you... sorry. Then I discovered that if I knew, threw you up in the air, you would stop. I was such a careless parent, throwing you up in the air like a football. It was kind of annoying, I would think, but I didn't realize that at the time. You know, I wanted to make you fly like a bird. You looked me right in the eye and you laughed and laughed. Ah, I didn't want you to start crying again, so I kept on throwing you up in the air until eventually you hit the fan and thus lost a couple of brain cells. Sorry about that. By the time your mother came home, I was the one who was crying. My arms were about to fall off from all the effort. It was tiring work. You were a heavy baby back then. Very chubby.
Sorry. Ha! Serves you right for calling me a crybaby.
I just had to laugh when I think back to that time. You were the cutest baby in the whole world.
Dee's like just overseeing this. It's hilarious. Anyway, let's keep going. Oh, hello. Hey! There's a shoe on the floor. It looks like Dee's shoe. Dee's shoe. Dee's shoe. Sorry. Slap.
Dee? Who's that?
Friend of mine.
A friend? Questionable.
I got Dee's another shoe. Or other shoe, not another shoe. Dad, I know there's a lot of dialogue in this. Obviously, this is pretty much coming to end game anyway. So,
what is it?
What do you know about the Edward family? I mean, before Bill's time.
I know a little about them.
What do you know?
It's not easy to just sum them up from what they left behind here. I am the most captivated by I am the most captivated by Henry, who painted the portraits.
Why?
Actually, I'd seen some of his work before I came to this island.
Where?
A small gallery in Manhattan. One painting really stood out.
What was it like?
It was a beautiful watercolor of a young boy and girl. I fell in love with that painting, but I didn't have the money to buy it. So I used used to go to the gallery every day just to look at it. The owner of the gallery once told me the artist's story.
Tell me.
The artist had lost his right arm during the Second World War. That was his dominant arm, so he gave up on painting for a while. However, because of his gift and the encouragement of his family, he was able to take the talent he had in his right arm and transferred it to his left. Amazingly, he was still able to paint with the same artistry. Would have taken years and years of retraining to do that, but somehow he was able to do that in a matter of months. What a man! Defying all logistics. Add that to the Book of Turbo, why don't you? This piece was one he created after this comeback. However, just as he seemed to be putting his life back together, having created a few new pieces, he suddenly committed suicide. That's the story I heard. So when I came here and learned that Henry was that very artist, I was shocked to read the writings he left behind. But even that, sorry, excuse me, a little indigestion from my lunch. But even after reading what he wrote right before his death, I still don't know exactly what happened to Thomas and Daniel. I guess that will always remain a mystery. And silence. But never fear, we will find out the mystery soon enough. Bill is waiting for us. Bill! Now, I haven't actually put on a proper voice for Richard, so we'll go with something just now. Try to be a little slimy with him. Richard. Why? Why did you do such a thing? I was doing a test run on another. It was a success. Congratulations, Richard. My, there's a lot of silence going on. Let's talk to him. Why did you lie to me? Why did you pretend to be my dad? Ashley, I got to witness a girl's reunion with her father after having been separated for 11 years. I was acting at first, but after looking into your earnest eyes, I could feel my heart warm to you. Don't give me the silent treatment. I am a great actor. Belle! Ashley, you have your mother's eyes. When I saw those eyes, I wanted to be your father, even if it was only for a short while. You're a horrible person, Bill. Horrible? Yes, you are. You lied to me. You did horrible things to the people closest to you. Closest to me? You heard me. Dad and Jessica are your friends. How could you treat your friends that way? Yeah, even though I'm saying nothing. Ashley, you're wrong. What do you mean I'm wrong? Richard and Jessica are no longer my friends. But they were... Ashley, adult relationships are very complicated. Sometimes the closer you are to someone, the more it hurts. When things go wrong,
So, is that why you hurt Jessica and manipulated Dad's memory?
Bill, why the silent treatment? Answer the damn question!
About Jessica.
But why? Why did you do that to Jessica?
I really didn't plan it that way. I didn't think that I would see her here.
Jessica knew about you, so you...
Yes, that's right. Richard, it seems that you hadn't told Jessica about me.
That was what we agreed on, wasn't it?
Yes, I suppose it was. Ashley, listen to me. I wasn't planning on hurting her. That's not why I did it. I wanted to be your father, and she was in the way.
But why? Why did you want to be my father?
Ashley, I needed you for the activation of another tool. Let's talk about the manipulating the memory.
Why did you rewrite Dad's memory?
I had already explained that to you. I was just taking another for a test drive.
No, you're lying! You wanted to make Dad believe that he had killed Mom!
Why would you think that?
It's all becoming clear. How very confident for you...
What, sorry? How very... Oh, convenient.
How very convenient for you if Dad did it.
Convenient for me? What do you mean by that?
I mean...
What are you saying? Are you saying that I am the one who killed your mother? You're a bad little girl, Ashley. To accuse someone of such a heinous crime without any proof. Richard, did you fill her mind with all this poison?
Stop it, Bill! Don't talk to her like that! I won't allow it! Brr.
Aha. Who knew you were capable of speaking such fatherly words? I suppose it's like riding a bicycle. You never forget how to be a dad, even if you've abandoned your child for 11 years. I think everyone's silent in the chat. Well, Strata's the only person in the chat room right now, and he said nothing on my voice so far. All those other people are in the chat right now. No, there's no other people in the chat at the moment. Even though we've got 3 viewers, 2 of them want to stay out of the chat. Well, either 2 people are A, staying out of the chat, or B, can't get into the chat, which is kind of sucky. Anyway, let's talk about another tool.
What did you mean you needed me to activating another 2?
Ashley, your father wanted to complete his research and create another. He got financial grants from third parties and continued to develop it. However, he wanted to keep part of another all to himself. Or for himself even. The same thing. He managed to do this by implanting the biometric data of his own daughter into the system for another tool. Is Strata, Bill's surname is Edward, not Nye. He may be a science guy, technically, but he's not that science guy, okay? I came here after receiving word that another was completed. On the way, I checked his notes on the lab PC and discovered all of this.
Bill.
That sound like forgot. It sounded like Batman there or something.
Bill, where are the drugs? Where are the drugs going? Swear to me!
Sorry. Ashley, your father is the horrible one. He pretended to be my friend, but then he stabbed me in the back. That is why we aren't friends anymore. Yeah. And Mum's murderer. Mum's murderer. There's been a murder. We need to find the murderer. Go off target.
Bill, do you know who my mom's murderer is?
Can you handle the truth?
Yes, I can.
No, you can't handle the truth, Ashley. I know that totally out of context. Yeah, anyway. The person who killed your mother has still not been caught. The authorities had no evidence or witnesses. However, one person did see your mother's murderer. There was one witness.
Who was it?
Bill, stop!
This girl wants to know, Richard.
Who was it? Who saw my mom getting killed?
Ashley, that person was you.
What?
And then we will exit out of that and continue with this confrontation.
Ashley, don't listen to a thing he says.
Dad.
What happened to your mom? You don't have to think about that anymore.
Dad.
Richard, why do you always do that?
What do you mean?
You ignore the truth and see only what you want to see. You saw it all, Ashley. You saw the shooting. You saw your mother draw her last breath.
Stop talking about Sayoko like that. It is not logical.
Why? Don't you want Ashley to know the truth?
I don't want to make her relive these tragedies. These tragic tragedies, triangles. These triangles. They're pointing.
Sorry. Aha!
Bill.
Again, going into Christopher Nolan's Batman.
That day, 11 years ago, when Sayoko lost her life, Ashley suffered amnesia from the shock of what she'd seen. All she would do when she saw my face was cry. I was at a loss. You came to me and told me of the research you were doing here.
I'm sorry, I'm getting a lot of indigestion right now, so that's really annoying me.
Dad.
Bill, there was a reason I didn't tell you. I was working on developing another tool. I'm sure you've guessed it.
Yes, Richard, please entertain us.
I didn't tell you because I wanted to replace Ashley's memory of that night using another tool to find Sayoko's killer. And after I found the killer, I wanted to remove Ashley's negative memory with another one and replace it with a different one.
Dad, I get it now.
That's right, Ashley.
Dad.
Ashley. Stop it. What? Stop. Just stop the caring father act. What are you talking about?
Am I mistaken? Let me see if I've got this right. Driven by your sentimentality and memories of the past, you've spent the last 11 years lying to me?
Bill.
Richard, you must be the biggest idiot alive. You knew how to develop another, but you didn't know how to use it.
How to use another? Bill, what do you mean?
You don't know what it can be used for? Well, let me tell you. You can use another to manipulate a person's memories. Using it, you can develop the reality that you envision.
No! I didn't create another to be used like that. Not at all. This is like the DeLorean all over again. I wanted to utilize time travel for the benefit of mankind, but not for wealth and gain. This is crazy. Sorry. Bill, you should really understand that this more than anyone. That I developed another to help people.
Oh, please, Richard. I'm really starting to tire of that holier than thou attitude of yours.
I think that's how you pronounce it.
Another is mine, and I will decide how it is used.
Sorry, that's a little Scotsman guy.
How it is used.
Sorry.
No.
Come on. I'm the one who footed the bill for this research. Richard, I'm the one who should benefit from the results.
Bill, you told me yourself that another was meant to help mankind. I thought that was why I was working here.
Those are pretty lofty words. Or those are pretty lofty words. Very pretty. And there, I was thinking, it was just your inability to cope that caused you to abandon Ashley. I thought it was your weakness that made you hide from reality, not your grand goals for humanity. For 11 years, you reveled in your solitude and research, never thinking of the cost to your own daughter. You enjoyed it. And you call yourself a man? However, this is why I hired you.
Bill.
Another is complete. Richard, I have no further use for you.
Bill! You can't use another that way.
Sorry.
I won't let you. I won't let you.
Richard, don't move.
Gunpoint.
Bill, what are you doing? Don't do this.
Ashley, though you've only just met me, it's time to say goodbye to your dad.